Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Now today let's talk about microphones. In the video I'm going to be comparing the sound from the phone to a fairly cheap and cheerful microphone to indeed the DJI Mic Mini. Since I started the channel and for many years after, I never used a microphone. And to be honest, I still don't on my big race videos. I simply rely on the microphone inbuilt to the GoPro and my phone. The phone is what I'm recording this on now. It's a Samsung S24 and it's been all right. Like for doing these sort of things, review videos where I'm sitting talking, the microphone I always thought was okay. A while ago, I did decide to spend a wee bit of money on a microphone. Didn't want to spend too much, and I bought myself this thing. Now, Bluebolt Pocket Pro Mini wireless microphone. So it comes with the receiver that plugs into the phone, and then the actual microphone bit itself. So, right, I'm going to plug this in. So there we go. That is now this plugged in. And to be honest, I actually thought it was all right. Apart from if I ever handled the microphone, hear quite a lot of noise, and that would make it difficult if I was to wear it like you would and move. Shinny. Yeah, to be honest, it just wasn't actually very good. What I ended up doing for some of my videos where I was using it was I'd get a box and I would stick it onto the box like that, pop it here just out of sight, there, and then as long as I didn't touch this, then actually the sound quality from this is all right in this nice, peaceful environment. It didn't work particularly well when I took it out. I just released my Swiss Alps video, and at the start of it, I used this microphone, and it was okay, but not great. Good morning. Here I am in the Swiss Alps, and I'm here to run the Swiss Alps 100 miler. So I decided that it was time for an upgrade from this to this DJI Mic Mini. Now, I did also look at the Mic Pro 3 from DJI. It was quite a lot more expensive than this, and I decided that the Mic Mini suited my needs, and I went for this 2-pack where you get the 2 transmitters, so 2 microphones, 1 receiver that plugs into the phone, and a whole load of other stuff. Anyway, I've not even opened it, so shall we open it and see what's inside? Right, here we go. So, let's see. So, bundle of instructions, sticker, and here, oh, smart. I hadn't actually realised it came in a little travel bag. So, the little wind deflectors that you get, a couple of them, different colours as well. Cool, packaged up. So, charging cable, and so this is a little charging case that it all comes in. You can buy just a single transmitter and receiver, but it doesn't come with this, and I thought this was pretty cool. Press here to unlock. Oh, look at that. It starts lighting up. I hope it is all charged because I am obviously going to try this out. So, look at this. That is pretty smart, isn't it? That is pretty cool. So it comes with a little clip. Also comes with a magnet. Oh geez, that is. That's pretty powerful. So it means you can snap it onto clothing. Pretty easy. Whoosh! That is a blinking strong magnet. Yeah, so we get 2 of those. 2 of the actual transmitters. This is the receiver that goes onto the phone via this little thing. Let me figure this out as to where this goes. Maybe in here. This and that is just going to click into the USB-C charging port on my phone. Right, so I am now going to plug this all into the phone and see what it's like. Right, you go and sit. I'll finish my video, okay? I'll be 2 minutes, all right? So, now, That took a bit longer than expected. It all seemed fairly straightforward, but it just wouldn't work. Basically just had to exit out of everything, go back into the camera, and then it connected. And this is now me obviously speaking through this, because you can hear that's it in here. The point was that it all took so long to do that James, he was napping for about an hour. I thought that would be enough time to produce a little video, and it wasn't. Anyway, he's been quiet, so that's good. So, right, let's attach this onto to here. That's pretty straightforward. So this is me, now new microphone, and I'm going to be interested to actually watch this back now to see how the sound compares between going from the phone microphone. Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. To the sort of cheap and cheerful microphone, which sounded like this. Actually, the sound quality from this is all right. So then, something like this, an actual decent microphone. We are not all done with the testing yet, because I thought I would step outside, just out onto our balcony, and see what the different microphones are like outside when there's noise and stuff going on. So obviously this is the phone still that I'm filming on, and this is the phone built-in microphone. So I'm now going to switch to the cheap and cheerful. So here we go. This is the Bluebolt wireless microphone, and one thing I have noticed with this is whilst the sort of top end volume isn't great, it seems to kind of get a bit rattly up round the top end, especially if it's quite loud, but the sound cancellation on it is brilliant. If anything, too good, because it just completely blocks out any background noise. I'll switch back to the phone so you can hear what the background noise is like. There we go, so now you can hear sort of cars and the air and the general noise around the city centre that I live in. Right, now it's time to switch to the DJI Mic Mini. Right, so there we go. This is now the DJI Mic Mini. What I was reading is that there is actually 2 levels of sound cancellation. So this is just basic, and if I toggle this wee button here, this is now strong noise cancellation. So I'll toggle this back to sort of just light noise cancellation. Now there's not much wind, but I am just going to try the little wind microphone cover and see if that makes any difference at all. So there we go. It's got its little cover on, and yeah, interesting to see if that makes any form of a difference when you're talking to it, particularly into the microphone like this. I'll also switch it to the noise cancellation strong. So that is strong noise cancellation with the little wind cover over the microphone as well. Something else I did want to try is that on the receiver of the DJI Mic Mini, there is the little dial that we saw when we were unpacking it, and if I turn that, then what happens is that it changes the gain. So that's the amount of basically volume added on through the transmitter. So from here I can turn it up 1, and then I can also turn it up 2. So now this should be quite loud, and if I want to turn it down, I can turn it back down to the normal position, or down 1 down to the quietest position. Again, I've not tried this, so it's going to be interesting watching it back and seeing if that made any difference or not. So there we go. I have now just watched the footage back, and firstly, I do think that the DJI Mic Mini has a much richer sound than the other 2. Certainly from the phone inbuilt mic and the cheaper microphone, it was quite trebly, whereas this is quite rich, quite a lot more bass. So I do think it's a nicer sound that you get from this. I did, however, think that the noise cancellation was going to maybe be a bit better. You could notice the difference between the 2 settings, but when it was on strong, you could still hear quite a lot of the sort of ambient noise and cars passing by. Yeah, quite noticeably. However, I did notice that the background noise changed quite a bit when I was changing the setting of the gain. My voice and the volume of it, the change was quite subtle, but I did notice the background noise getting louder or quieter as I turned that dial. So yeah, what do I think? I like it, and I do think it is worth the upgrade. I will look forward to trying this in future videos. In fact, I'm going to be doing another video tomorrow because I just got through the door. This, very exciting, Coros Apex 4. So I'm going to be doing a wee review of that. I'm going to open it up, have a look, see how it compares to the Apex 2 that I've used. Okay, right, that's that. Till then, bye-bye.
Finish it?
Yeah, that's me. I'm finished. Yep.